This is the Tier 10 American Heavy Cruiser Des Moines. As I said in Discord, this is probably my most popular ship on my YouTube channel. I did a search before today's stream, and I currently have 48 videos on my YouTube channel with Des Moines in the title. 48. And that channel's been up for 7 years. So let's see, 7 years. I'm just doing some math. 7 years times 12 months. That's 84 months, right? So if we were to divide that by the number of Des Moines videos on my channel, you're talking about there's a Des Moines video that pops up on my channel just about every 2 months. It's about accurate. That's about accurate. So yeah, people like Des Moines. Why? She's easy to play, right? You go someplace, you see something, you hold down left mouse button, and you can get really good damage that way. Her AP is no slouch. Her HE is great at starting fires and that sort of deal. She's got radar that reaches out to 10 kilometers. It's great for dunking on destroyers and surprising them and all that good stuff. She can also slot in hydroacoustic search or defensive anti-air. Please, please, please forget about defensive anti-air. You want to go with hydro to spot the torpedoes and subs, and then you definitely want to go for radar. You can do maximum team play spotting aircraft. Again, please don't do that. And of course, she's got a repair party consumable. So Des Moines is a very, very popular tier 10 heavy cruiser. People like big numbers in this game, and Des Moines gives you opportunities for those big numbers. That being said, there are some weaknesses with the Des Moines. Putin's favorite term, overmatch, is one of them. She's got a 27 millimeter bow, which means she can be overmatched by 406 millimeter guns and higher. What else? Showing broadside is, of course, a death trap on a Des Moines against a battleship. She's got a flat rear, so her citadel is exposed from a shot in the rear. And then also her turrets can be taken out as well. So she does have a 30 millimeter side armor plating. That's true, Hoojam. So it does allow her to kind of, if you can kind of get the turn and stuff like that, you can do that to, get the bouncy stuff happening. That's a possibility as well.
You forgot my other favorite term. The Des Moines been power corrupt.
Yeah, how so?
I don't know, but everyone keeps telling me all these old tech tree stuff has been power corrupt.
Yeah. Fair enough. Well, 30 seconds for 180-degree turn time is a decent amount, and that's with a captain that's got greased the gears, so okay. But the nice thing about Des Moines is typically if you're hiding at a rock or something like that, you're pointing in one way and you're not really going to change that often. So let's take a look at Rob's build. Main Armaments Mod 1. Surveillance Radar Mod 1, Aiming Systems Mod 1, Propulsion Mod 1, Concealment Mod 1, and Main Battery. This is absolutely your typical build, farming build for Des Moines in randoms. You can get away with it in ranked as well. It's a very common setup. There is a unique upgrade that you can get for Research Bureau points. The thing about that is it goes in place of reload, so it does decrease your DPM, but it does allow you to reverse and pull forward quicker from a dead stop still, so that comes in handy. Moving right along at captain points, you've got a 13-point standard captain. Rob, why don't you have Halsey on this ship?
He's currently trained for my Essex.
Why is he on your Essex?
Because that was the commander I chose when I started working up the line. For whatever reason. I'm sure I had my reasons at the time. I just don't remember them.
Okay.
You want to know why you don't remember them? Because none of them were any good.
So Iron Muse hasn't gone back to us yet.
That's fine.
I mean...
So, the thing is, Halsey, and to a certain extent the Does, are really good to have on a Des Moines. You get the flat-out buff to Grease the Gears and Gunfeeder, which, by the way, you've taken both of those. And then also, with Halsey, you have the skills and talents on top of this. You could possibly get a double strike. We saw somebody, I don't remember their name off the top of my head, die to a Des Moines, and the Des Moines scored a double strike, which is pretty funny. You can also get the Confederate achievement, and then that helps you their main battery reload. So it comes in handy for that. Now, you've got a standard, so we'll just leave it at standard for right now. So for our standard captain build here, we've got Grease the Gears, Demo Expert, Top Grade Gunner, Adrenaline Rush, Priority Target, Gunfeeder. It's interesting because you typically want to have Last Stand as an option. And I typically say you start with that. You've gone very different from the Cruiser Core build, which is, for me, Last Stand, Priority Target, Survivability Expert, Concealment, and Superintendent. Like, that's where you go to start, and then from there you fan on to other things. I don't know about using Demo Expert. I don't think there's room in the build for it, frankly. And 1% extra fire chance isn't that big of a deal. Your HE spams so fast anyway, you're going to start lots of fires. So I would not run Demo Expert here. So I'm going to drop that. Let's put in... I mean, you don't even have Concealment, Rob. Like, this is the most common build. Well, I say that, and that's probably the most common build for this. Now, Electric brings up a really good point. In my opinion, you have to choose between Top Grade Gunner and Radiolocation for the 4-point skill here. And I completely agree with you, Electric. I would do Radiolocation instead of Top Grade Gunner. There's a couple reasons for this. For one, Radiolocation points at your nearest destroyer or sub. That's most likely. And if you look at your concealment at 11 kilometer, if you get detected and you're heading directly towards that radiolocation point, there's a good chance that it's going to be a destroyer that's coming right at you. So if you pause about 10 seconds, you can pop your radar, boom, and now you know exactly where the destroyer is. You pop it, you can see the destroyer, and then you can shoot it down till it's dead. So that comes in very handy. Yes, it detects a sub when it's on the surface. Also, I think when it's on periscope depth, right? I've got limited experience playing subs. I've been playing 4501 recently in ranked, and I have found that, really, because I could have sworn when I was at periscope depth, it said that I was located.
Yes, you can be located at periscope depth.
Perfect. All right, thank you. So, to me, radiolocation is very helpful, especially in ranked. In a competitive environment, radiolocation is where to go. If you're going for farming, then Top Grade Gunner is what a lot of people who just farm go for. But, you know, there you have it. So the thing is, with this kind of build, as you saw, someone, I think Electric said, he doesn't take Last Stand. I disagree with that so much. I would absolutely take Last Stand in a Des Moines. So to me, it's Grease the Gear or Gunfeeder, and it comes down to which of those two you find needing more. All right. So why what? Why take Last Stand? Because in a Des Moines, you have a good chance of losing your engine if a battleship that can overmatch everything about you, like those big 457s, decides to sneeze in your direction. You have a good chance of losing your engines. So to me, that's why I want to have Last Stand. But hey, it's your choice. Patton also disagrees with Last Stand. That's fine. You do you. I take Last Stand on all my cruisers. Yeah, see, there you go.
I would say go by your experience.
Yeah. Engine brakes are really rare. So the thing about engine brakes is they're really rare until they're not. Like, they're really rare until that one moment when it happens and you're stuck and you're like, damn it, I really wish I had Last Stand now because I'm sitting in the open. So that's why I like Last Stand on cruisers. Also, there's always the chance that you'll get something to take out your rudder, and Last Stand helps you quite a bit when that happens. So, yeah, so for me, I would have to choose between Grease the Gears or Gunfeeder, and this would be the final build for me. I don't think I would stick with what Rob had to start. Okay, Rob?
All right.
For flags, you've got Anti-Det, which is going to go away soon, so that's fine. Yeah, simply don't get Citadel. There you go. Easy for everybody. So you've got Anti-Det, you've got Fire Flood, Fire Chance flag. Sure, that makes sense. You've got Hydro Booster, and then you've got consumables. So I would say you, I guess you're consuming flags. Is that what you're doing? You're trying to conserve flags, I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. My opinion, unless you've got like a ton of extras of these, I would either just run none or full flags, and that's up to you. But like speed flag, heal boosting flag, fire reduction flag are all very helpful on a Des Moines. Hell, even the ram flag is a possibility too. That reminds me, one of my favorite Des Moines replays is the one where the guy literally backs over a sub and kills it and doesn't even know it's there. That was a hilarious one. Shellback, take care. Thanks for hanging out. Let's get to your replay. And yeah, if you've got a Doe is really good on a Des Moines, but you typically want to put Halsey on whatever ship you get Confederates with the most. And to me, that's Des Moines. For some, that's a battleship.
Oh, and my John Doe's not even trained for any ship except for the Erie. That's actually perfect.
That poor captain. So this is a ranked battle. 3 battleships, Ohio, Mecklenburg, St. Vincent. Ohio, St. Vincent have those really nasty big caliber AP shells. Mecklenburg, if you show them side with the AP, that could hurt too. Brisbane and Nevsky are both pains to deal with. And then there's Shimakaze, who hopefully you can nail with your radar or something. Yeah, a lot of overmatch in this game, exactly. All right, you're choosing to head to B. That makes sense. There's 2 radar cruisers, you and the Petro. So if the Petro's going one way, makes sense to go the other so that you have radar coverage on both sides. That's right. Map is pretty open. It allows you to reposition and take take your wherever you want to go. A little bit of indecision early on, it looks like. You keep deciding.
I wasn't sure if I had somebody was coming with me or if I was going to be on my own.
So I guess the question then would be, why does that matter for you going straight into B or behind the island at B?
Well, I wasn't sure like where the enemy team was per se. I sent you Iron's info, by the way.
Thank you.
So I was basically trying to see if I needed to adjust my pathing to make sure that I could get into B unspotted.
Okay. That's understandable. I mean, if you go into B here and Shimakaze appears like right here, he'll spot you and then bad things can happen to you. So, okay.
Like a pot shot, because I knew I would be hidden by that island.
Yeah, C-cap is a little bit easier to go straight to because you get the benefit of the island to the south to butt up to, whereas for you up in B, that island is outside of the cap, so you really can't utilize it and cap at the same time. Shouldn't. Good song choice, by the way.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Well, 1, 2, 3, 4 ships at A, probably 2 at C, and you and Yamato are the 2 on their side. So there you go. Rigadin, I have the ships listed in my stream planning channel on my Discord. I wanted to make a graphic of it, but then I couldn't find a good enough graphic, and I just didn't have time. Working 45 hours a week plus streaming 3 days a week, not a lot of time. Your Yamato is detected. Interesting. This is a good spot to butt up to right now, because you just don't know what's coming. The Shimakaze dying, though, does give you a little bit of flexibility. 1, 2, 3 battleships at A. Go forward now. Three battleships plus the Nevsky, and the Shimakaze is dead. So that's only the Brisbane Black at sea. I would just go for it now. Hey, look, there's Brisbane Black running away. Go, go, go.
Yeah, I just see that the second he popped up, I went full forward.
Mm-hmm. But what I'm getting at is if you saw the 3 battleships south of A, I would have gone full forward as soon as I saw that. Yes, he's running reload, not unique unit. That's correct note. Now, in competitive, we also see some Des Moines play with range, but, you know. Yeah, ranked is all about initiative. Exactly right, Patton. And that's kind of what I'm getting at. It's just that instinct to say, okay, I have the ability to move farther forward. Now, watch your Yamato. What's up, Inquisitor? Look at the Yamato. Yamato is sailing away from you. So if you're going to go to sea, that's fine. But you need to be thinking about, like, a very cautious cap of sea. To the point where you could just cap and sit right here so that you don't get spotted. Or you could even come this way and cap sea from here. To me, this is probably the safer place to go early on. Also, you're going to run into the Brisbane in a moment. I would have AP in the barrels for the Brisbane, not HE. Ohio, Mecklenburg, and Nevsky have all turned around. That's important intel as well to take from the minimap. Battleships in ranked battles especially, they behave like schools of fish. As soon as one turns, they all turn. Now imagine if you had already had AP in the barrels. You would have had 2 shots on him instead of 1. Why are you stopping outside of the cap? Get in the cap, Shinji.
I think I was trying to throw off any incoming shells.
The only shells you have to worry about are going to be the Ohios, and he's shooting HE at you. Like... Thanks, Ohio! But this slowdown and this maneuver costs you precious time, which you just don't have. Look at this. You have to go even slower now to make sure you make this turn, and then you want to get into the cap, and you're going to get into the cap, but you're not in the cap. Wait, now you're going to stop because you're afraid these guys are going to... See what I mean? So, that's right. He couldn't have known that Ohio was going to shoot. That's true. The nice thing, though, and the reason I'm kind of mentioning this, is that if, in that particular situation, really the only ship that could shoot Rob is the Ohio. Okay. Look towards the Ohio. You can see the moment that he shoots. And then you can make the decision then. Do I need to dodge, turn, keep going, whatever. Alright, so you're going to get the C cap. Kind of a scary thought that in Ohio and Mecklenburg are moving forward. So you should be thinking, what am I doing after I get the cap? Rob, what are you going to do after this cap?
Good plan, Rob.
Good plan. Very good plan, Rob. Good talk. You got two choices. You got a Brisbane Nevsky down to the south. The probably worst thing you can do is move forward. The best thing you could probably do is reverse and put the bow towards the Ohio and mech. Could also kite and turn out as well. It could go this direction, especially now that the radar is down. So you can kite like this. Or you can kind of back up and try to support against the targets in the middle here. Now you're detected. So you're going to pop your radar now and see nothing. So I said the worst thing you could do is move forward, and Rob is doing just that. Get your cameras ready, everybody. We're about to see a death pick. This is still a strong position. The reason I'm saying that is because St. Vincent, last seen heading this way, is a problem. Ohio, if he keeps moving this way, he might get a shot on you. Fortunately, the mech and Yamato are currently probably keeping his attention. Two people targeting you, three people targeting you. This should tell you that you're kind of in trouble. To the point where I might preemptively start healing.
Ship is on fire. Torpedoes dead ahead.
Oh, look! It's single-fire torpedoes from a ship that can do that to you.
Torpedoes to start.
I managed to dodge it by being in reverse at the time.
Yes, but three ships are targeting you. You know what two of them are from the Nevsky and the Brisbane, but the question is who's the third?
My guess would probably be either the Ohio or St. Vincent doesn't have a shot on.
That you know of. You haven't seen it in a while. Hydra would be a good choice, yeah. Those torps did just come through. So Hydra would be a very good choice.
Torpedoes to port. Torpedoes to port.
And it's at this point that Robs has decided to just sally forth and die.
Our victory is in sight.
Bold strategy there.
I mean,
Tragic
you took the time to switch to AP on a ship that just one HE salvo would kill.
I think I switched to AP initially for the Brisbane.
Ah, okay. And then you wasted DPM by watching the shells fly.
But I decided I wanted to kill the Nevsky first because he was going to torpedo me.
I can understand that, but I'm saying you didn't need to switch shells for that. You could have fired your HE on the Nevsky and then switched to AP right after you fired, right?
Ship is on fire.
So now you put yourself in a 2v1 because you came out of the island. If you stayed back, actually, you probably would have been okay. Oh, here comes your death. Boom, boom. And that was with HE, too. That's interesting. Well, we get ourselves a death pick, ladies and gentlemen. We get the Burning Eagle over here. The Burning Eagle. Look at that. Poor guy. Actually, I might just do it like this. I might just take the screenshot like that. He did have little HP left anyway, Dutch, because he moved forward. If he was where he was before, if he just kept reversing, he would have been okay. It's gonna be a win. But yes, exactly, Hujam. If you're gonna watch shots in the Des Moines, you're wasting your DPM. You're wasting the whole reason you take reload module. Oh my god, they killed Rob. There you go. So, Flaming Eagle, yep. Well, watching shots is a fun thing to do in warships, but the problem is if you're watching shots, you're not, like, shooting anymore. And in a situation like that with Rob, I mean, those precious seconds matter. So, you got yourself a win, And looks like you had some boosters on. Came in second place to the Schlieffen. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Time and place to watch shots. Yeah, absolutely. Not at the onset of an engagement when you're about to die. Oh, who saved their star? Oh, look, the St. Vincent. I hope he complimented you because you got him that saved star by killing you. DPM is only DPM when you are indeed DPMing. Good point. So, decent damage on the Nevsky. Go ahead, Puddin'.
No, it's clearing my throat.
Ah. So most of your XP from this game is probably going to be from your 2 full base caps, which is fine. And yeah, you've got blue boosters on. Why are you running blue boosters on a Des Moines?
I think I put them on for a mission at one point and forgot to take them off.
Okay. All right.
And I was also grinding credits at the time.
Well, yeah, but that's not going to help
And
XP.
wasn't having much luck in the Wisconsin, which I was using previously.
Well, that's true, Dutch, yeah. But I think Rob was a little focused on the Nevsky. I can understand why, and in that situation, take the guns out sooner and then worry. So I can't fault him for not shooting at the Brisbane and instead just keeping an eye on the Nevsky. It's just feels odd to then just take that extra stop for a second. Funny thing for me to... Well, so here, Conklin, I have 1,000 blue boosters on my account, right? I'm never going to use those boosters. But I know that not everybody's got 1,000 blue boosters on their account, and this is an example of a case where you don't want to be running a blue booster because you don't need the XP for anything, right? The Tier 11, the super ship, doesn't cost free XP. So I want to highlight that for a minute. I get that it's a joke, but for people that don't understand the discussion, I want to point them to that, you know what I mean? So that they get it. Like Tier 10s and premium ships, you generally don't want to put blue regular XP boosters. You needed to reset lines, Rigadin, that's correct, but when you reset a Des Moines, this XP sits on the Des Moines. If this XP was on the Tier 9 Buffalo, then that's fine, because when you reset it, you get the XP to use on the ship, but it's just going to sit on the Des Moines. It's not going to get him anything. Nevsky angle slightly towards you. Don't shoot the bow. Aim to sight as lots of your shots dropped at the side as you aim direct at the bow of an angled approaching ship. Not a bad choice. I mean, that's even worse, right? No, that's even worse. It all goes to the Tier 1. Thank you. Apologies. So that's even worse. So, again, no reason to use the blue boosters here. So see, there we go. We taught Rigadin something we had that discussion and someone learned something from it. Perfect. Let's go into the replay render. Whoops, I still have the last one up. I thought I had changed it, but I guess I didn't. Des Moines. Here we go. Replay render. Bop.
Yeah, I don't think I meant to use the blue XP booster.
And that's fine.
And I guess I just removed it. It doesn't change anything with that match, but
No, and it's fine. It's just, hey, let's have that discussion now as a way for other people to say, oh,
Yeah.
wait, should I be using that or not? Like I said, I don't care because I got over 1,000 of them, so I'll use them anyway. But a lot of people, you know, the use of those boosters and win is a really important discussion to have. Zeka, thank you for your 7-month streak and 10 months of support. And that is funny, Zeka. That's funny. Turning trash talk into treasure support with 7 months of subscription. Our community doesn't just analyze replays, we turn salty moments into sweet victories. I love this AI bot. Thanks for keeping the ship afloat and the laughs rolling. How did you get a blue XP booster in a tier 10 in the first place? He said he was trying to do a mission that required XP.
like base XP or something like that.
Mm-hmm. So, could use a title if you guys have any here for this replay. Also, you know what? I think I might just call it Instinct. Oh, the Burning Eagle.
That when it just
Don't follow your shot, Rob. Brisbane did get very lucky, yes. Yeah, Cobra, you just go and use those blue boosters like they're nothing. Have fun. You have more hours on Honkai. You keep saying that. So when we talk about instincts, Rob, I'm going to pause the replay right here because this is the part where you just died. You, for whatever reason, sallied forward. And honestly, like, if you had just kept reversing here, I think you would have been all right. I don't know what's going on with the Ohio, but like I said, he's probably focusing on your 2 battleships up to the north anyways. So, you know, there was no reason for you to move forward. So to me, that's like why I thought Instinct would be a good title. The other instinctual thing was when to move forward out of the B cap to C. We're a little delayed in that. And I guess the third point of Instinct would have been when you wanted to prepare ahead of time for a broadside Brisbane with AP, and you had HE in the barrels and lost time and only got 1 salvo off on the Brisbane. You tend to do those missions with ships you are not you are regrinding, so you didn't. Yeah, that's not a bad point, Dutch. So anyway, here's the part where you sally forth and die. And like I said, reversing here, you actually probably would have saved the ship. Duckman, no. Don't sell boosters. What the hell are you thinking?
I only sell the gray ones because I get them so often.
No balls, Stuckman. No balls.
Who's dying here? Rob is dying, of course. Why would you sell a red boost? Oh my god.
Why would you only sell 1?
Thanks, Puddin.
You're welcome.
All right. Well, enough of that. Rob, thank you for helping today with the giveaway stuff and being a mod, and thank you for sending